Obviously, that grand final last year, it's a great spectacle to watch. You're probably on the wrong side of it and being the captain of it. What's it like going through that type of experience, and what's the sort of psychological scars that carry over into the next year? Because I look at Penrith and you're at Souths when they were there. They played Parramatta and Brisbane. All those teams have come second. Those next years, it's a bit of a I don't know what it is. Do they automatically think they're going to make it back? What's that experience been like through the grand final to where you are right now?
Yeah, it's been a different one for me. Obviously, the first time I lost the grand final was a bit different. I changed clubs, new city, new team. So I had a fresh start. I had a lot of new players around me, which I could completely shift my focus to other things. This time it's been a little bit different with, obviously, staying at the same club, trying to right the wrongs right, I suppose. We've had a fair bit of turnover in player movement, so we've got a lot of young players in the squad still. It's obviously disappointing to go through those emotions and whatnot, but I think as a team you can learn from those mistakes. Kevy done a wonderful job in reviewing it after the season, which didn't feel like doing it at the time.
So you had to watch the whole game?
Not the whole game. We watched parts of the game where we were pretty poor in the back end of the game there, and rightfully so. We needed to watch it to learn from it. There was no point just losing the game and not learning from it. From that point of view, it was great to sit down and watch it. Puts a bit of fire in the belly to obviously go out there and try and rectify what went wrong and build on that performance. But a lot of young, fresh faces in the squad. A lot of players have moved on, so it's been a challenge. We've had a fair few injuries, suspensions, all those sort of things that hasn't made life easy for us. But at the back end of the year, I'm sure it'll pay dividends.
Yeah, for sure. Which one hurt more, the Souths one or the Brisbane one?
Probably the Brisbane one, to be honest. I think the position we were in, 20 to go up by 16, had pretty much one hand on the trophy. And then, obviously the masterclass from Cleary kicked in that last 20. But knowing that we were pretty much had one hand on the trophy. The South one, we'd fought our way back to sort of get there. I had a chance to kick the goal at the end. Unfortunately missed it, and had a shot at field goal, which missed that as well. So, they're both very disappointing. Probably saying the Brisbane one hurts a bit more. It's probably wrong in saying that because they both, hurt just as much as each other.
Yeah, they both would have been nice, wouldn't they? When I think about you as a captain, and I know you're very good at being a captain, and those experiences, like, what do you actually say, or do you just end up saying nothing, or what's it like?
Well, I think everyone processes it different. After the game, it was pretty quiet. Everyone was obviously shattered and disappointed that the game didn't go the way we wanted it to. Super proud of the performance from the team throughout the whole season. I don't think the grand final overshadows what a season we did have. So we need to obviously celebrate that as a club and as a team, because we'd come a long way. We'd missed the 8th the year before. Year before that, I think we were 14th or 15th. So the club's come a long way. And just giving back to our fans, and there've been some tough times there with won wooden spoons at the club, and they sort of didn't have the celebrations that the clubs deserved for such a long time. Such a big, powerful club, proud club. It's built on history and great performances, and to obviously try and get the club back to that standard is what we'll chase them. But obviously still got that fire from the loss.
Do you reckon, as a more experienced vet guy now, is it easier to take those losses now, but is it harder to take those losses now than it would be for someone like, say, Reece Walsh, who's like 21? If you think about, because I think when you're at the start of your career, you're like, oh shit, we're always going to get back here. You've been through those experiences before, like you've got the sort of mental skill set to go, all right, this is how we sort of move on. What do you reckon will be harder?
Yes and no. A lot of kids these days sort of just get over things really quick and easy, which I see as both positive and negative. Depends how you use it, I suppose. For me, winning the grand final in 14, I probably didn't appreciate it as much as I should have. Like you said, I just think it happens every year. We'd been in 2 preliminary finals and we'd won the grand final the 3rd year. So you just think it's going to happen, throughout your career. And it wasn't until pretty much you went through the next 7 or 8 years where I didn't play in a grand final. And then to get back there and then obviously lose it, that hurts. For a young fella to obviously experience that for his first or second year, I don't know if it would have the same pain, but they all hurt, no matter what stage of your career you're in. I think it's on the individual to obviously, process it and go through their emotions the way they deal with it. And then once we come back as a group, we sit down and go, all right, what do we want to achieve out of this? How are we going to get back to where we've been? Because it takes a lot of hard work, and there's no shortcuts in the NRL. You got to put in the hard work.